Well, good afternoon. It's Amy Jackson. I'm the president of the Catoosa County Chamber of Commerce, and I am so excited to have Council Lady Paula Stinnett with me here today. I appreciate you coming in, Paula. I said she was pretty in pink today.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me, Amy. I'm very excited to be here. So many wonderful things are happening in the city of Fort Oglethorpe.
We have so much going on.
We do. I mean, if you're bored in Fort Oglethorpe, you're just not looking.
That's right. Absolutely. So it's a beautiful, we can tell that summer is here. We are now in May. It's May the 2nd. So it's officially May, and it feels summery all of a sudden. I love it. I'm glad.
It was very warm. When I got out of school today, I looked at my truck. It said 86,
yes.
And I thought, oh, my gracious.
Of course, we know we can still have, what is it, blackberry winter or whatever. I mean, there have been some cool days in May in the past, so we'll take it as it comes, but enjoy the sunshine when we get it, right?
That's right. That's right. We're getting ready for summer because there's so many wonderful things going on in May.
There are. So I know this coming weekend is Mother's Day, and so a lot of people will be out and about doing their shopping. Shop local for Mother's Day. There are lots of great shops in Fort Oglethorpe and in Ringgold, Catoosa County. Think about, and we always say, we know everything's not here, but think about shopping local first. And then if you can't get it, then you can hit Amazon or go to the mall in Chattanooga.
Oh,
right?
no.
But we have lots of florists and boutiques and just all kinds of things. Obviously, we have all the standard stores like Marshall's and things like that, and Ross's and Gabe's and all that. But just lots of things. Walker's Oak and More. What about some nice
wonderful
furniture?
Place. I just left there. Walker's Oak and More is a wonderful place to shop.
Beautiful items there. And
excellent.
I don't know if you've ever checked out, but Food City and Publix have amazing flowers. They have floral designers there. And there, if you walk in, you can't miss all their beautiful floral arrangements. You can get single stems up to, and they have you seen those candy boxes? Food City does this. So they take boxes of candy and make almost like a vase out of it, and then put fun other candy like on sticks coming out of it. So, if you've got somebody who's a sweet tooth, that is a great Mother's Day gift. Just something that's a little different. It kind of reminds you of a floral, but it doesn't die. You just eat it, right?
Oh, I love that. If any of my children are listening, hint, hint.
There you go.
But mothers, we love those types, and we love to spend time with our children.
Time is good.
Take mom to a restaurant, local restaurant. Yes. Spend that time. Turn off the cell phone. Yep. Spend that time with mom so that you're interacting and can talk and catch up.
Yes. And of course, there's always Lisa's Golden Diamonds. Now, Dad,
oh, that never fails.
Don't forget to help your kids out. Lisa's is a favorite, so go. She'll take care of you and help you pick out just the perfect thing, whether it's earrings or necklace or a nice little ring, a watch. Also, they replace watch batteries there. If you ever have a watch that needs a battery, that's
so nice.
A great location to go to. So.
Great, because the smaller they get, the more difficult it gets for me to try.
Exactly.
And Lisa staff, they can take care of that.
They are amazing and so fun. They're just really nice people, and so we just have a lot of things here locally that will help you to give the perfect Mother's Day gift. So don't forget your moms and your grandmoms and those special ladies in your life that just need a thank you gift. Sunday's the day.
That's it. There's no reason to leave Catoosa County.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Get it done right here. The next weekend, you have an amazing event that's coming up, and I'm so excited for you to talk about it. Tell us about it.
Thank you. Well, honoring those who serve. I guess everyone knows about Honor Park, a tribute to those who serve, which is located in Fort Oglethorpe, of course, right off of Shelby Street on Claiborne Street.
Okay.
And excellent.
And that's kind of like where, if you're looking to kind of the general area where the fire department is and the post office is, it's kind of teed off right from there. You go.
Yes.
That's Shelby Street. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Or that's Claiborne Street, and then Shelby turns off that. Is that
well, Shelby is right off of Forest, which is where the post office, fire department. Okay. And then off of Shelby, there's just a little spur, and that's Claiborne Street.
Okay.
In 2017, the Fort Oglethorpe Veteran and Citizen Council began their project of Honor Park. Before that, it was sort of a bog. It was mosquitoes that would carry away small children and pets. It was. There's no doubt. And we got together, and every year there's just so much dynamic change that goes into Honor Park. In fact, it has become so popular, so awesome, that Honor Park was the Catoosa Chamber's April Tourism Spot of the Month.
Absolutely.
We were so thrilled. Thank you.
All those volunteers that came out to get their picture made and let us help promote what y'all do, because a lot of people don't know about the Honor Park.
No.
And it's such a neat place. It's walkable from Gilbert Stevenson Park.
Oh, easily so, because we have our multi-use trail that's like 10, 12 feet across, concrete, smooth, easy walking, and it's part of all of the City of Fort Oglethorpe's multi-use trails, which now I think we have about 10 miles.
Wow, that's exciting.
So it's a great place.
I know, it just is. I just love it. So tell us some of the things that we'll find at this particular event, and also talk about, I love the guard. It's called the Highlands Pipes and Drums. Oh, that will give you chills, y'all. If you've never been to an event with that, you need to be there and get there early for that, because they kind of kick things off.
They do. They will begin playing the Scottish Highland Pipes and Drums.
Yes,
will
they
begin.
do have kilts. They do have kilts.
Yes, they are in kilts. That's right. They begin at 10 a.m.
Okay.
And of course, just listening to them, they're a haunting sound. I could listen to them all day. At 10:30, our event actually kicks off.
Okay.
We will have the Catoosa County Sheriff's Office will be posting the colors this year.
Oh, awesome.
And they have a color guard, very professional, very debonair gentleman. And after they have posted the colors, of course, we have Carlton Stallings who will be speaking.
Okay.
And he has an extensive career in law enforcement, because this year we always honor all of our military.
Right.
Always. That's a given. But this year, the police have had a rough couple years. So we said, hey, we want to honor law enforcement. After all, this is a tribute to those who serve.
There you go.
And we know our law enforcement, they definitely serve.
Absolutely, daily.
So Carlton Stallings will be there. He's the speaker that was selected by law enforcement.
Okay.
And then Linda Moss Mines.
Historian, right?
Oh my goodness, that woman has forgotten more than I will ever learn. She is amazing. Listening to her talk, she will be speaking on the military history of our area, which, you know, Fort Oglethorpe, we were founded on the military. Fort Oglethorpe did not become a city until 1949.
Gotcha.
Prior to that, it was a military post. That's what we're about.
And now, did I see here recently, that all went all the way down to like it was Home Depot or something like that? Somebody was talking about the land that the post actually covered back in the day.
Yes.
It was very extensive.
Yes, you can find, in fact, you can find still some of the parts of the buildings that are there. When I was planting trees in Honor Park, I started digging up, and before I got to clank, I thought, what in the world did I hit? And it was the floor of a building.
Wow.
That had been there during the post era. So it's very interesting. In our area, you can find artifacts from that time anywhere. Please turn them into the 6th Cavalry Museum if you do. Thank you.
We need those. We need
just saying. Just saying.
Purposes. That's right. And one other thing too, I will say is just bring the family, bring the kids. It's an outdoor area. Like you said, there's concrete area, but there's grassy area as well. There's a beautiful, huge flag flying, and I hope it's a little bit billowy day so that the flag, I just love a big flag.
Yes, and we have been so blessed since we began this project. IBEW actually provided our flagpole, 35 feet tall flagpole.
Wow.
North Georgia Electric, those beautiful lamp posts that go down through there, they provided all of those.
I know all that. That's awesome.
Tennessee American Water has sent over crews volunteering, planting, building. We have had a wonderful 5 years that have brought service organizations together to establish Honor Park, a tribute to those who serve.
Time flies.
Isn't that amazing?
Like
5 years. 5 years. But when you think about the magnitude, the gardens now, we have the For the Fallen Garden, which actually was sponsored by a person who's not even a citizen of the United States.
Oh, wow.
He's a citizen of Ireland.
Well, there you go.
Who called me and said, Miss Dennett, I want to sponsor this garden.
How about that?
The people of Europe want to thank the American military for their service here, World War I and II. Thus became the For the Fallen Garden. The Gold Star Garden encompasses the entire restroom facility going
I was
around.
going to say there are really nice restrooms.
Really nice
If you're walking
restrooms.
in that area, those are open, right? You can
Yes, and our water fountain, it does have a bottle filler. So if you're a jogger, walker, and you keep your bottle, you can fill it right there.
That's awesome.
Oh, this place, it has grown. It has become such a wonderful area for families to share. We now have over 80 pavers and monuments. 80.
Now, if somebody wanted to do that, how would they do that?
You can purchase a paver with a paver order form.
Okay.
We have them on Facebook. We have a paper version at Honor Park in the kiosk.
Okay.
And you can get one at City Hall.
Fort Oglethorpe City Hall.
Yes, and our pavers, as you know, are 12 by 12, 2-inch thick granite
Oh, wow.
pavers. So they're not falling apart.
They're
They're
gonna
not
stay
going
there
to
a while.
weather.
Yeah.
They will stay there forever.
Gotcha.
And they are $200 a piece.
They're granite. I mean, it's
they are granite, and they are worth it because they
What a
last
nice
and
gift.
last.
Now, do you have to have served in the military to be able to?
No, we have pavers for nurses. We have pavers for people in the clergy. We have pavers for fire, police, and of course the military. And there's even some pavers out there for politicians.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. So there's a lot to offer to check out and spend time in Honor Park with your family.
Yeah. That's another great gift, though, for somebody that, just a memory of that, so grandchildren can come and see years later that was their grandmother or their grandfather's
Yes.
paver. So I love that.
Exactly. So this just keeps growing and building. The missing man statue.
Talk about that. That one's
Okay.
on
That one, you need to spend a moment. You need to stand there and think about what this means.
yeah.
And Rolling Thunder Tennessee 2 provided that statue. That's their donation. They
And
put
that
it
stays there all
in.
the time. So even if you can't come to this particular event, you can go by the park and see that.
Yes, and it is lit 24/7, so you can visit. The park does have security cameras. So it's a safe, great place to visit, to walk through at all times. But Rolling Thunder Tennessee 2 will also be at the May 14th, Saturday, May 14th event, because they will be having their Killed in Action table. And this year, not only, if you can get through that and not cry,
Yeah. It's a sweet ceremony, though.
it
really
is sweet. It is very sweet. This year, we're also including law enforcement.
Okay.
Fort Oglethorpe and our county law enforcement who have made the ultimate sacrifice.
Absolutely. Wow.
So that's going to be a very endearing ceremony, and they conduct this ceremony in the most reverent of manners. So they'll be there. The Suttles family legacy, if you were there last year, you saw them. They came together. They're from Lafayette. And one of the Suttles, Todd Suttles, actually sings with the Gaithers.
Okay.
A phenomenal man, phenomenal family. Their voices,
They are beautiful. I was there last year.
yes,
Very good.
beautiful,
You'll
beautiful.
enjoy it.
You will. They will actually be performing 3 songs
Oh, wow.
this year. We are going to unveil a new monument,
Okay.
the 22 a day monument. And it's unfortunate that we need the monument, but we need people to know 22 veterans a day commit suicide.
Suicide.
And we're trying to really create awareness of that and in people so that we know mental illness is real.
Sure.
And our servicemen and women,
PTSD is real.
yes, they deserve our care.
Yep.
Definitely. So that monument will be
I
unveiled.
heard about that. Okay.
Yes, so that's something new that will be done. And this year also getting in the spirit of all working together. You know what a great job the Children's Advocacy Center does.
And they're located in Fort Oglethorpe, but they
Yes,
cover
they
multiple
are.
counties.
They
actually.
do. They have a wide arm area that they cover. The Children's Advocacy Center, we are holding an art auction.
I love it.
And the auction, all 100% benefits the Children's Advocacy Center. And your dear husband's going to provide some art.
He is. He's got a P-51, I think he said. No, I'm talking. It's an airplane. That's all I know. That he has painted. I think he said it was like a 24 by 36. It's pretty big. And so Greg is a member of the ASAAA, I think Association of Airplane. I don't know what it is, but anyway, he paints a lot of airplanes. And so he said he would like to donate that to that auction. So hopefully they'll raise some money for the Children's Advocacy Center. Our Leadership Catoosa class, y'all have heard me talk about that before. We had our Health and Social Services Day last month in April, and we went to the Children's Advocacy Center and got to meet the professionals that work there, and just amazing what they do day in and day out to provide services for, I think it's a 4-county area. And one of the things that they're doing, they're 25 years old.
Wow.
And so they actually have a fundraiser going on, and it's 25 for 25. And so they're asking anybody that would like to donate $25 to celebrate their 25th anniversary of providing services in our area. So this obviously will be lots of 25s for the art auction, hopefully.
I'm hoping that we can save thousands of dollars. Miss Shirley Inman has donated, and she is a wonderful, beautiful artist.
I know her, yes.
She's fabulous lady. Mike Roberts has donated. He lives in Chattooga County.
Okay.
And he's wonderful nature paintings, very intricate. Our own Mr. Michael Housley, who does
I've seen his things on Facebook.
Yes. My students go crazy about his.
He does a lot of the Marvel and the superheroes.
Wonder Woman, Superman, Batman, and
very talented.
Wonderful talent right here in Fort Oglethorpe.
Exactly.
So all those people are coming together for one great event to support one great organization.
That's awesome. I love it. And they're very worthy of it. So thank you for doing it.
Yeah.
And big thank you to you, Paula. I know that you worked really hard to get, 5 years is probably not all that you have been working on the Honor Park. And it shows, and it's just a great community effort, but spearheaded, I know, by you. And I just really appreciate you for all that you do with the Fort Oglethorpe City Council, and also specifically for the Honor Park. We just really appreciate all your efforts.
Thank you.
I know that the veterans are near and dear to your heart.
They are. Everyone knows Uncle Don. And of course, he'll be there as well, VVA 203.
There you go.
And he will have his big poster and the book that tells about all the veterans in our area who did make the ultimate sacrifice in Vietnam. So if you see one of these, pay attention, point it out to everyone.
There you go.
And if you don't have one, you can get one on the Chamber's website.
That's right. So if you'll see this on the Chamber Facebook page, if you'll share that around, obviously you're seeing us today, but some people may miss this broadcast, and we would love for everybody, I think there are a lot of people that just don't know about some things that go on. So help us share that information. We would really appreciate that, because this is going to be a great event, and just something and say a little prayer that we get a nice day that day. No rain.
Please. The past 3 years, it has been wonderful.
Beautiful.
So, please, Lord.
And I'll say, too, to talk a little bit about later, you do some other events at the Honor Park also. I know there's a great Halloween fun time there.
The Chamber's been part of that for several years now.
Enjoyed that.
Our Halloween has grown so much. We started out, of course, we have several people counting. Mm-hmm. We started out with about 250 people. Last year was over 600 Spookables were there.
For a long time.
Yes, we did.
Such adorable costumes. It's so fun to see families come through, and the little kids enjoying it just as much as the older kids. It's just a lot of fun to see families come together and have a place to go and be together and enjoy community, just to enjoy the community and learn something historical and something to be grateful for all at the same time while they get to dress up and have a good time. So look for that information on that later in the year. For the Halloween festivities at Honor Park. So.
Yes, and we'll have our parade again, November 5th.
That's right. Oh,
honoring those who serve.
I'm going to have to find a car. Okay, somebody needs to help me get a car. Last year I owned a convertible, but I sold it. So we drove in my convertible last year. So I got to figure out what we're going to drive in this year. We'll come up with something.
Well, you've got a little time, so
I love that. So it starts kind of at the Big Lots area.
It will,
and then goes down toward the battlefield and makes the right into going to the 6th Cavalry Museum.
Correct.
And
yes.
then I guess there'll be something out there like they did last year with maybe in the field, possibly.
We're thinking, as you know, Fort Oglethorpe has a new venue.
Yes, I do.
So
what a great segue into what else we have to talk about.
You notice how we pushed that in.
That's good. Good job.
May 22nd. Think about that. May 22nd, Sunday, May 22nd. We will be opening our new venue. Stable 41.
Stable 41. Stay tuned. You're going to want to be a part of it.
Definitely so. That's what I'm saying. So many wonderful things in Fort Oglethorpe.
Yeah.
They keep you very busy.
So the Fort Oglethorpe City Council and the Molly Hune, the city manager, have been doing a great job. Y'all have been working with the University of Georgia.
Great
doing this
people.
RSVP grant. They've gotten some funding to do a plan of things to come, and as far as tourism and activities in Fort Oglethorpe. And I'm excited to see as that's unrolled and unveiled. As you know, the 27 corridor project, the roadway and all is complete now, and so the ideas that y'all have to add to that are so fun. And so people are going to love it. You know, we opened up, I say we opened it up, they opened it up, but we did a ribbon cutting last Friday for the Post General Store. If you haven't been on 27 lately, you need to start coming down this way. We all think of Battlefield Parkway, and it is, but Battlefield Parkway's got a lot of opportunities for retail and food, but 27 is going to have more things coming. And so the first one of those, as the mayor said, the first, and he hopes not the last, right? We're looking for more businesses to come on. But as the Faulkners, Amy Faulkner and Charles, have opened up. Actually, they have 3 businesses in one building. I'm told it's the old Fines location where Fines used to be. As you're going down 27 toward the park, it's on the right. I know it's right past Classic Blades and right before the motel. It's kind of tucked right back in there.
It is. It's wonderful.
And it's the cutest. It's called the Post General Store, and you can get ice cream and sundaes.
Yes.
And I had the chicken salad sandwich the other day. It was really good. I think they have hot dogs, and I'm missing some other things, but there's a few other things. But then they have things to purchase. Like one of our favorite things, I probably shouldn't tell this, but is they have the candy cigarettes, like that we played with when we were kids. And
yes,
so they're candy. They're candy. And so they have some old-fashioned candy and things like that.
Old-fashioned. I outfitted my grandchildren's Easter baskets there.
Ah, good idea.
Amy Alverson Faulkner and I go back to 5 years old.
That's awesome.
At least 15, 20 years ago, right?
Yes.
Yes. And she has a dynamic brain, the way she puts things together. And you can get a banana split at her place.
Yeah.
Banana split. How long has it been since you've seen those?
True.
Banana split there.
And they have seating. You can stay there if you want to eat inside. She's working on some outdoor seating eventually. Or you can take it with you, whatever you want to do. But it's just the cutest shop. And I know when we went in after the ribbon cutting, everybody was wanting to buy her furniture.
Yes, it's eclectic.
Yes.
But she has that ability. She puts together the most eclectic, and it just looks perfect.
Yeah.
She's always had that ability. And then, of course, she has her hair salon is behind, and her husband, Charles, he's woodworking ability extraordinaire, cabinetry, benches, everything.
Down to like he was making coaster sets. So really something for all. I think you could ask him to build it. He could benches. Just anything you can think of in wood. You really need to stop by if you haven't seen the inside of the Post General Store. I'm not exactly sure what Charles's business. I need to find out what that's called, but you can't miss it. They're right there together. I think her hours are Wednesday through Sunday, so I want to say it's like 10 to 6 Wednesday through Sunday. So check that out though. Look on the Chamber Facebook page. There's a video where we did the ribbon cutting. Bobby Daniels made a video, and you can see a little bit of the inside and some of the things that they carry. I know there are a lot of pickles and jams and things like that you can purchase. I'm trying to think what that's called. The ladies in the office purchased something there, and they were so excited to find it, and I'm going to forget what that is, but it's like an old-time relish or something. So anyway, if you're looking for some unique ideas, again, Mother's Day, you might find some jams and jellies and make a little basket up, something like that. That would be fun. The Post General Store. The actual address, I'll have to get that for you. I thought I had, here it is, 2862 Lafayette Road. And again, it's on the right as you're going. It's kind of across from Long John Silver's, right in there. But it's on the right-hand side, and you'll see it's kind of wood-looking on the front, and they've got a sign up and everything. But I think you'll not today or tomorrow, but I believe they'll open on Wednesday and then through the weekend through Sunday. And you can find them on Facebook as well, so they're out there, so you can get all the information. But you need to check it out and support this local business, because we want them to stay in business and do well, and we want to add more businesses doing the same kind of things, so that we have somewhere to go on that 27 corridor. And, you know, if you're out biking or taking a walk around the park, then you can go get you an ice cream afterwards and treat yourself, right?
Ooh, that sounds good.
That's what we did. So we had Lyft 2 weekends ago, 2 Saturdays ago, did the Clean Catoosa project, and you were at the Honor Park working hard. We were actually over. The chamber had a team over to the left of the 6th Cavalry Museum. There was a team of Boy Scouts at the 6th Cavalry, but we were to the building which is going to be the rec center offices.
Yes, yes.
So we worked on some planters over there and cleaned those out and planted some azaleas in those planters. And when we got finished, I said, let's go to the Post General Store and go get us some ice cream. So that's what we did, and it was a nice little treat. So
that was a great idea. You know, that was the library.
That's what I
When I was young, this is where my mother took me for the summer reading program. And one of the ladies who was a librarian there, I saw her a month, 2 months ago, and she said, I remember you sitting there.
Of course. I can imagine that as myself.
Oh,
that's a good
beautiful
memory with your mom, too.
Yes. Oh, it is. Her birthday is this Thursday, Cinco de Mayo, my mother's birthday, so easy to remember, Miss Lou.
A little bit. There you go.
That's it. And then, you know, coming this way, this past weekend, we had opening ceremonies at the ball fields on Barnhart Circle. And that's where I played ball when I was a kid.
Well, I'm glad to see that building to be used. So that's going to be great. And I think there's even some thought to maybe add something like a patio or something on the back of that I saw.
Yes, yes,
so that's
we're doing some more.
And so well placed. I mean, Parks and Rec, and there you've got the ball field right
That's
there.
it. And Tony Ellis and his crew do a wonderful job.
And he's new to the city of Fort Oglethorpe. I know everybody knows him from LFO, right?
Right.
And I think they had a big reunion a couple of weekends ago.
We did, of people who played ball there.
Yeah.
So, you know, on my name tag, believe it or not, they put 70s. I played ball there in the 70s.
You're like, just yesterday?
Yeah. Not long ago.
I'm sure that was a great time as well. So lots of things happening in Fort Oglethorpe. If you haven't heard about Stable 41, it is going to be an outdoor market, like a farmer's market, right? It's a covered pavilion the city of Fort Oglethorpe has purchased, and they've been working really hard to get this ready for our citizens to have, something to do. The market's going to be on Sundays. You can find that information also on Facebook. So May 22nd is a Sunday. It's going to be open from 1 to 5 p.m. I think you're going to have food trucks there.
Yes.
And lots of vendors and fresh produce as soon as it's available. I'm not sure. I know produce is kind of strange. You have to wait a little bit later to get a lot of the things out of the garden. They're not quite ready yet because we have had some cold weather. But that's coming. So, and I'm told they're getting phone calls. People are seeing that. So if you're going down 27, you go kind of 1 block over towards CHI Memorial, where also y'all have got the gym is there.
Yes, our gym is located there.
And it's just such a nice area that it's going to be so great that you can walk around in all that area and have something to do on a Sunday afternoon. I just can't wait. And I contacted Molly today and Rhonda and said, can we come out and do a ribbon cutting that day? So the chamber will hopefully get to be there that Sunday and do a big ribbon cutting to celebrate the first day. So y'all look for information on that. We're going to have that out, and City of Fort Oglethorpe will do a great job getting that information out as well. But you're getting it hot off the press. May 22nd is the first farmers market in Fort Oglethorpe, and it's going to be called Stable 41. And there's some historical information about that, right?
Yes, Christine McKeever actually brought that up. You know, she is our retired executive director of the 6th Cavalry Museum, and she said when they were searching with the committees for a name, and she said, well, that was Stable 41. She knew that from all of her research. It sounded great.
Perfect. So lots of fun things coming in Fort Oglethorpe and the surrounding area. Y'all just stay tuned. We talked about the Cinco de Mayo is coming up.
Thursday.
And I will say our restaurant of the month is Corazon de Mexico. And if you haven't eaten there, you need to give them a try on this Thursday. I'm sure they'll have some fun festivities going on.
Yeah, the heart of Mexico, Corazon.
There you go.
The heart.
So it's right there in the Century Station area between Mean Mug and McAllister's Deli. So it's kind of there on the corner. They do have an outdoor patio seating area, which is awesome. Nice. If you'd like to sit outside, there's opportunity to do that. And there's just the true, I mean, it's a little bit more Mexican. I mean, it's really authentic, I guess you would say. So anyway, great staff, and they're a chamber member, and we just appreciate them. So that's our restaurant of the month, and we'd love for you to check them out this month and maybe on Cinco de Mayo.
Great timing.
So one other great business that we have in Fort Oglethorpe that I can almost guarantee that you've been in before is our Member of the Week today. So every Monday, the Chamber picks a Member of the Week, and Buff City Soap is our Member of the Week.
Talk about spoiling Mom. What a great opportunity.
It's a great place, and I guarantee you they've got some Mother's Day specials. They're located at 91 Parkway Drive, and it's kind of right out from Marshall's and Ross's. You've got, Moe's and Buffalo Wild Wings are all right in there, and it's on the corner. And they just do a great job. They have everything from detergent that you can get scented any way you want it. They have lots of different scents, to the bath bombs and the soap. They even have the liquid soap. Just anything, bars of soap, and they're so pretty. They're just so pretty.
Soap for your puppy dog.
There you go.
They have everything. One-stop shop.
So Buff City Soap is they're our Member of the Week for this week, and this is a great week to go and check them out. So again, they've got prepackaged things for Mom. You can get the bath oils and soaps and all that. They've got just anything you can imagine. They can make you smell good and look good too. So listen, we're going to take a break. Paula, thank you for being with us today.
Thank you, Amy.
And tell them, come back again another time. We'll talk more about all the good things, because Fort Oglethorpe's going to have a lot going on, and we'll keep keeping everybody up to date, because there's going to be a lot to talk about.
Well, I'll enjoy it. You let me know.
I'll see you on the 14th.
You got it. Thanks, Amy.
We'll be back in just a minute.
If something happened to you, what would happen to them? Their home, their education, their future. You need life insurance, and chances are SelectQuote can help you get it for less than $1 a day.
SelectQuote found Jacob 40, a $500,000 policy for only $19 a month. And SelectQuote found his wife Wendy a $500,000 policy for only $17 a month.
Our secret? At SelectQuote, we aggressively comparison shop up to 10 highly rated companies to find you the company with the best rates.
We found Gary, 35, a $1 million policy for only $22 a month.
Why pay more? Give your family the security they need at a price you can afford.
Call 1-800-478-7907. That's 1-800-478-7907.
At a price you can afford. SelectQuote. We shop, you save.
Frustrated with heavy rubber hoses that always get tangled and easily kink? Introducing the Bionic Flex Pro hose, the super strong, super tough hose that's ultra light as well. Run over an ordinary hose and it'll easily burst, but the Bionic Flex Pro hose stays intact no matter what runs over it, because its reinforced drag-resistant commercial-grade outer polyester weave makes it tougher and stronger than ever. And its solid brass fittings are crush-proof too. Ordinary hoses kink easily and stop working, but the Bionic Flex Pro hose never kinks. It just keeps flowing strong. And while regular hoses easily get tangled, the Bionic Flex Pro hose is tangle-proof. You can get the 25-foot Bionic Flex Pro hose for just $19.95 with free shipping. But wait, order today and we'll upgrade your order to a 50-foot Bionic Flex Pro hose. Just pay a separate fee, and shipping is still free. Go now.
Call 1-800-340-5128.
Hello, it's Amy Jackson back again on Catoosa Connects, and as you can see, this is not Paula Stidham. We've changed a guest today, and Grady, I appreciate you being with me tonight.
Absolutely.
This is Grady Wilson. He's with Chattanooga Floor Care, and they're a chamber member and have some amazing products he's brought to tell us a little bit about what you do.
Yes.
And then some of the products and services that you're able to provide for people. So you're not, if I understand correctly, you're not going to pour the first concrete floor probably. So if I've already got a concrete floor, then you're the guy I want to talk to if I want to make it pretty and make it look a lot nicer than it does just straight out of the box, so to speak. Is that true?
That's true.
Okay.
So we are
We are the Chattanooga area's concrete experts. We like to claim that because we are. We're local. We're here. And actually, you know, I'm a former North Georgia boy. I mean, I guess once a North Georgia boy, always a
That's right. It's in the blood, I'd say.
Yes, it is. So I was born and raised in this area, and our owners have connections to this area as well. Yeah. But yes, we can take that concrete of yours that maybe you want to make it to where it'll last longer when it's new. Or it's getting broken down and getting ugly, and you want to transform it into something beautiful, we can do that.
So it could be in your garage.
Absolutely.
It could be your driveway. If you have a concrete driveway, is that a true statement?
It is. It's not one of our main areas we do, just because, you know, people, it's a lot of square footage, and it's a lot of driving on it. And
really the garage area.
Garages, patios, pool decks, we can really transform a pool deck into something special.
I bet.
Yes.
Okay. So I remember asking you, because when we bought our house, when they were building it, the garage looked so pretty, and then by the time they got finished with all the construction, it wasn't pretty anymore. They had polished it and everything, and then I was like, wait a minute, that doesn't come back. So then we can bring you in to put that.
That's exactly right.
Pretty sheen back on the
Yes,
garage.
yes, absolutely. Well, we so a lot of people don't know, but concrete's actually porous, no matter how flat and shiny and stuff. When they get finished, it is a porous thing. So it's got those tiny pores that absorb stuff, and water breaks it down, or the things that come off your cars, whatever you bring into the garage, it breaks it down. You get stains that soak in.
Yes.
Whereas the stuff we apply, which I'll show some of it in a minute, but it makes it where that won't happen anymore. And, you know, super easy maintenance on top of it looking beautiful.
There you go. So even if you've got an older home or a brand new one, this is a product that you might be interested in knowing a little bit about. So what have you got to show us here? I'm loving.
Well, I first want to brag on our owner. We're a father-son owned company. We're a family company, but we can actually put logos in floors. And so I'm just going to show that, even though it is Tennessee orange, this is our company colors, and we're proud of our company colors. So you can see here we take the flake system, but we can also put logos into a floor right here and really make it amazing. So this is done in-house right here to show just a little small piece of what we can do.
So it's really kind of become popular for businesses to have the polished floors and this look versus like linoleum or something like that.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yes.
So this would be amazing and beautiful in a whether it's your home or your business, just a way to kind of, you know, make it look better.
Absolutely.
Like
well, you know, now we're in that time where there's that commercial industrial look that's become so popular, and but if you'll notice, when you go in a big box store like Walmart or Home Depot, they're tearing up a version of linoleum is what it looks like, that VCT, and they're polishing their floors. And while it looks amazing, there's also something else that goes along with it. It's actually very low maintenance. Once you polish it the right way, as we do, it really just takes cleaning it on a regular basis, and it stays much more durable to foot traffic and you know, things that people bring in from the outside, and just all the wear and tear that a floor like that takes, with much less cleaning. You know, they can I think I told you this, I said all they have to do is invest, which I think we know that Walmart and Home Depot can invest in something like that, but they get one of those Zamboni machines, those auto scrubbers, and they can scrub it at night, and
somebody just rides through the store.
That's exactly right. Yes, you've probably seen them even in the middle of the day when you're shopping. Somebody drives by.
And one of the things I remember too, like when they had the whatever down linoleum or whatever it was, but when they would move aisles, it was a major thing because it would leave just nastiness on the you know, just ruin them almost. And now I'm sure that's nothing to be able to do.
Oh no, it's much easier now to do that. And you know, it does take a lot more of a beating at a place like that. So they require a little more maintenance as far as keeping that polish up and that kind of thing. But you know, our polish and the system we do provides someone with a 30-year floor, and that's the polish side of things. So like, I want to show, this is just a little piece here that we did. This is actually in downtown Chattanooga. We've won a national award for some of the polish jobs that we've done, and you'll notice that you can see the reflection of things in the concrete itself because the sheen is so high. But
but it's not slick, right?
No,
it looks like it should be,
right?
But it's beautiful. I mean,
no, it has what they call a slip coefficient is very good on it. It's not a slick surface at all. That's what's so amazing about it is it's not something you're just going to step on and fall down.
Right.
I mean, it's just the way that it's done. It's an extensive process that we use to do this. But the really cool thing about this is that these are multiple different levels of polish.
Okay.
We can, we polish them to a higher sheen, but what's really amazing, I want to see if we can't get zoomed in on these right here. We can put logos in a polished floor, and if you'll look right here, this is Road Tech.
Okay.
That was regular colored concrete, and we dyed that aquamarine color and then put their R in the middle of the floor.
That's crazy. That's awesome. I mean, who knew? I had no idea this was available. I mean, just didn't know. So you can do for businesses, but you also work for residential services as well.
Yes.
It's affordable, or people wouldn't be doing it. And
absolutely.
I know, like I said, we talked about. I've only been in my home for about a year, but you're still on my list. I had to get a few things done first.
I'm gonna hold you to it.
I know. I'm recorded now. I have to be careful.
Right.
But it's definitely something I'm interested in. I mean, I've seen people, especially people that have really nice cars that they take care of, that they show. Those garage floors are just as nice as anything inside the house at that point, right?
Yes, absolutely.
So I can see that would be a priority for something like this for collectors of cars and or anybody that even has like a woodworking shop or special tools in their garage.
Yes.
Just want it to look a little bit better than everybody else's. Right?
Absolutely. Yes. And it's interesting. I've been showing off and talking highly about our polished concrete, which that is where we really kind of got on the map was our industrial and our commercial side of things. But this flake floor system that you saw, the big logo board, is really where we are making a push because we like to say it checks all the boxes.
Okay.
In the residential market, someone has a product that is industrial grade, that looks great. It meets so many aesthetic things, but it also meets that price point. That you wouldn't believe that you get such a great functionality for the price. And we have we have all kinds of different, but you can see what's cool about it is it does have this texture to it, and it has these flakes on it, but it's super easy to maintain. For one, I talked about the non-porous surface earlier.
Right.
Once this stuff goes down, there's nowhere for the water to go. So we found that a lot of customers will just get one of those battery-powered blowers. It just blows it right off. And it's kind of funny. We have some that don't like to sweep it because it won't stick to it. So when they sweep, it just flies up in the air.
Gotcha.
And so they would
blow it.
Right, blow it out.
So like especially around a pool, oh my goodness, this would be beautiful around a pool area.
And it is, when we put it down on a pool deck, what's really cool about it is it does have a slip resistance to it.
I can see that, yeah.
And what you're feeling is actually one of our indoor samples.
So is this a lot of little flecks of stuff when you're doing it, or is it painted on? Or I mean, I'm being nosy now, but.
Oh, no. We love to talk about the process of things. So we actually grind your floor with a 1,000-pound grinder that has diamond blades on it.
Okay.
And like I said, concrete is porous, and so that absorbs. So why not make it more porous?
Right.
Use that to our advantage. And we apply a bottom coat similar to, it kind of looks like a paint to the untrained eye. But as we're doing that, because this stuff sets so fast, they apply flake.
Okay.
And it's a process called broadcasting to rejection. And when we do that, that means there's not one piece of the floor that's not covered in that flake, which provides a nice aesthetic. And a lot of folks know what Berber carpet is, and it kind of works the same principle as when you look down, your eyes move with it and you don't see flake. It's not busy. It just looks like a nice smooth color transition. And then it also helps hide any imperfections in your floor. If you've got an unlevel floor, you have all those flakes there, it helps hide that as well. This is really pretty. I'm loving this darker one, I'm going to be honest. I'm just thinking my back patio, screened-in porch. I wish we could do a viewer's poll, right? And then we could put a viewer's poll up and see.
Oh, which color?
What should Amy put?
I'm loving this because my house is all gray and white, so I don't know. This one might be better.
This one is very popular in tones like you're talking about. Of course, all of these, when it comes to manufacturers, they like to come up with fancy names for things.
Of course.
But I like to put it in terms that a lot of us understand. When I look at this, I see River Rock.
Yes.
And we actually did work for a gentleman there we go. When you look at it, it looks like River Rock that you see people.
Got the dark black, a little.
Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am. That's it. And then what will happen is when you spread this out, it will suddenly become very light.
Oh, it lightens up the.
And blends really well with the stonework that it's part of. So it's hard to believe that little board I showed you is that right there.
It's that same color, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Because once it spreads out, it lightens up and you see less flake in there. But what you're holding, I believe this one's called Nightfall and Stonehenge, but this to me looks like a slate.
Yep. And I can see that as it'd be light as it gets bigger, for sure. So you can kind of see that.
And then for those folks that want to kind of maintain like a more natural concrete color, we have this as well that provides a much lighter surface.
Yeah.
The sun hits it, it's very bright, it's very pretty. For someone who really enjoys the natural concrete look, but they want to apply this stuff, they can have the best of both worlds.
Right, absolutely. Now, Grady, we can keep showing samples.
Yes.
So if somebody wanted to get in contact with you, what's the best way to do that? A phone number or website?
For us, the best, and I'm actually going to show my book again, but for us, because while we are local and we are a small company, we're actually up for Small Business of the Year for the Chattanooga Chamber recently. And while we're small, we do, our marketing team.
Okay. That's
let me give the credit where, yes. Our marketing team, our office team, they do an incredible job. They keep the folks like me organized and making sure we do what we need to do. But what I would recommend is go to our website. You can see it right there. It's chatfcs.com. The phone number is above it. But on our website, you can actually fill out an appointment form if you would like. So
consultation is free.
It is free consultations.
You can come out. Ask for Grady Wilson, though. We want Grady to get all the business right.
Right. Yes.
He represents Chattanooga Floor Care in the Catoosa County area. So put a little note in there saying I saw Grady on UCTV and I want him to come out and check my floor out. So. I just appreciate you. You're fairly new to our chamber, but you jumped in with both feet. I know you're a member of the Tuesday Morning Leads group.
I am. Wednesday morning
at Caffeine Addicts is where at 8:30 is where y'all meet.
Yes.
Most of the time. Every once in a while y'all take a field trip.
We do. We get to take field trips. Like we went to Lyft recently, which was really amazing to see the wonderful things that they're doing for the kids in our community, and I'm in the process of figuring out a way to get to volunteer with them more often.
Awesome.
I want to use that former educator background of mine to try to give back in that way, because our company loves to give back. We do a lot in the Chattanooga area, and we want to try to involve more down here.
That's a great place to get involved.
That's certainly
we were just talking about Lyft a little earlier because they had sponsored the Clean Catoosa a couple of Saturdays ago, and we were a part of that. So that's the way the chamber works. You kind of find out about each other's business and how you can best support each other's business. That's the way the Leads groups work. I know you've gotten to know some folks that you probably would have never met otherwise, quite frankly.
You're exactly right.
In that group, and it's a great group that you're in. They're a lot of fun.
They are. And actually, the Leads group I'm in led to business for me. Awesome. We got to know each other through the Leads group, and we're both ambassadors for the Catoosa Chamber. Of course, as you said, I'm new, so I've got some growing to do and things with our chamber. But folks like that who did business with us and got to know me a little bit better are helping us get involved more and navigate our ways into the chamber so we can give back the way we need to.
And I appreciate y'all participating in our career fair the other day.
Yes.
And we had the seniors out from the 3 area high schools last Thursday, and it was open to the public as well, but mainly those seniors came by, and so I appreciate you talking to them, because a lot of people don't know what career path, whether it's sales or marketing or or creation of warehousing and things like that, what jobs are actually out there and available. And so I appreciate you helping them understand that this is not an option in our area. You don't have to go far from home to get a good
That's exactly
job.
right.
And that's one of our goals is to keep our students here in Catoosa County, or the general area at least.
Right. And of course, the reason we were here was for something very different than what I do, and that's the guys that actually do the hard work.
Okay.
And those are the ones that are our field techs that get out and work. And what's amazing about all that is we do our in-house training, and we certify and we install certified products through a company in Tennessee, and we're certified installers through them. So we're local supporting local.
Yeah.
But all that being said, we're hiring those folks
so
that work
you
in the
have
field.
jobs.
Yes, we have jobs available, and we're trying to find a good field tech, and that was the reason we were here. And
So if you're looking for a job and that's something you like hands-on and would like to know more about creating products like this, Chattanooga Floor Care. There you go. And one of the things we talked about before is you don't have to have brick and mortar in Catoosa County. So you don't have an actual building in Catoosa County, but they're still members of the Catoosa County Chamber of Commerce and can get lots of support in our community because he does sell things here. And so we could just help get the message out a little bit. And I just, again, appreciate your involvement. Looking forward to even more things to partner with y'all. I'm excited that you're working with Lyft. That's great. That's a great connection, and they'll benefit from that. But it's a neat place, neat things.
It really is. It's an amazing thing, and I've been very impressed at the chamber with the size these cities are here in Catoosa compared to other ones, and what you've done with the chamber, and just the things I've seen since I've been here, and
Awesome.
and it's just it really is. So this is kind of, if there's any businesses watching that are on the fence, I would highly recommend getting involved because it has greatly improved my business. Personally, I guess you could say it's improved our business as a whole as a company, but my connections and figuring out new ways to get involved with the community, because as I said earlier, I was an educator for many years, and so it's like a whole kind of different,
Sure.
type of connection, and you stay involved with your community, but you don't necessarily get the business involvement that you
Right.
would. You might be asking them for money so you can help fund your
sponsor?
classroom.
Yeah,
Yes, can you please sponsor? But now the wonderful thing about what I do now is I get to hopefully do that for a place like Lyft or a
Yeah.
school down the road.
Yeah, I love that. That's great. Well, we just want you to support this local business. Again, Chattanooga Floor Care. Give us that. Can you read the phone number on the back of that just real quick?
Yes, absolutely. All right, so you can reach us at 423-708-2517.
And again, ask for Grady Wilson because you want him to come out and give him your business. So a couple of things that we talked about. You talked about Lyft, another nonprofit. They're obviously a nonprofit. Another nonprofit that we have in Ringgold is Anafiel House. It took me forever to figure out how to say that. It's Anafiel House, and they provide support for domestic violence victims. They're located in Ringgold. We have some other nonprofits that do that as well, but Anafiel House is there. They're actually our nonprofit of the month.
Oh, that's awesome.
We talked earlier about our restaurant of the month for May, because we're in May now. I have to remind us of
crazy.
that. Isn't it? Or almost half a year away. Gone.
I've got one about to finish kindergarten, so
Bless you. It's going to be a good summer.
Yes, it is.
But remember, Cinco de Mayo is this Thursday, so Corazon de Mexico is our restaurant of the month. Check them out anytime, but Thursday might be a good idea. And then our member of the week is Buff City Soap. So we talked about don't forget your moms this weekend. Have you got your little kid? I know you've got small children.
Yes,
so
I do.
Have their shopping? Have you got that taken
We are
care of?
working on it. So I'm hoping that right now their mama is getting them to bed. So
Okay.
I'm not getting judged right now on how far I am on the Mother's Day shopping.
You've got 6 days.
Oh, we do. So me and the boys will definitely go out and be getting their mother something for Mother's Day for sure. But yes, I do have two little ones at home, which you have.
They're so sweet, so sweet.
You have had the distinct pleasure, if you want to call it that, of meeting them.
I might have sugared one up one night. I'm just saying he was in the office and I might have had a few pieces of candy and Sprite and everything else to give him. It was a good time. I'm not sure it was a good time for you later, but I enjoyed it at the time.
The detox. We like to call it grandparent detox. They got a
participated.
Yes, they
Now,
did.
I will tell you, you have to take them though seriously to the Post General Store. It's on 27, And Paul and I were talking about it earlier, but it's kind of like the old soda fountain idea. And they have ice cream. You can get a single scoop, or you can get a sundae, or they can have a hot dog. So it's a lot of fun, and so they'll enjoy that little shop. It's called the Post General Store. It's on Highway 27 as you're going into the battlefield on the right.
Okay, wonderful.
So y'all, that'll be a fun place. And then remember, May 22nd, Fort Oglethorpe Market's going to be opening at. It's called Stable 41. It's like one block over off of 27. So pencil that date in your calendar. That's a Sunday. It'll be open from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. Look on Facebook. There'll be more information coming about what you can expect there. My understanding is that there's going to be like food trucks and things in the market, but it's a covered pavilion that the city of Fort Oglethorpe has been working on for several months now to get ready for May 22nd. So it's going to be a good time, and we can't wait because it
sounds like a family fun outing too. I mean, that's just get out and have a good time.
They're planning on having like cornhole tournaments out there and a lot of different things for families. So to come. So stay tuned and check the Chamber Facebook page, the City of Fort Oglethorpe Facebook page. Lots of things coming. Have you seen Dolly in Ringgold?
I have not seen Dolly in Ringgold.
Okay, so you've got to get out to Ringgold. Their farmers market, I believe, opens. I believe it's this weekend. I know they have a special, the downtown Ringgold Downtown Partners. Isn't that neat? So that is the side of a building where the Spot ice cream shop is located.
Okay.
It's on the corner of Nashville Street and Tennessee Street. And they got a grant, a tourism grant, and then it's also funded by the Convention and Visitors Bureau from Ringgold. So again, it's not tax dollars. These dollars could only be used for tourism, okay? So I have seen, in fact, I almost saw a wreck there the other day, people stopping to take their pictures by Dolly. And so
she has that effect on people. She tends to draw attention to herself.
I'm a Dolly fan. I'm hoping that she comes to town sometime to see it. But, you know, the idea is that people will come to take their selfie with Dolly to see her larger than life. And while they're here, then they'll shop in our stores and eat in our restaurants and maybe stay overnight in our hotels and spend more tourism dollars than ever in the Catoosa County, Ringgold, and Fort Oglethorpe area. So got to love on Dolly a little bit. She's pretty great. And so lots of things going on that side of the county as well. We do have a golf tournament coming up if you're a golfer. Got a few golf tournament spots open, or team spots open for next Tuesday. Probably need to know by tomorrow if you're interested. But we'll be playing it. This is a benefit for the chamber. It is a fundraiser, one of our annual fundraisers. And we'll be playing at Windstone Golf Club, which is also a chamber member. We have an 8 a.m. flight and a 1 p.m. flight. So it's a great networking opportunity. Even if you're not a golfer, I hope you're going to come out and visit that day. The mayor of Fort Oglethorpe will be grilling our hamburgers. So we used to do that for years and years, and then COVID hit and we couldn't really do that. So we're back at grilling. Food City's going to provide all of the lunch items, and we're looking forward to our golf tournament. And then one more quick one before we go. We've got Grady's on this committee. We've got our Catoosa County Run White and Blue. It's going to be on Saturday, July the 2nd. And we are looking forward to it. It'll be 8 o'clock, so it'll be early enough. It won't be really hot. We did it last year, and it worked out nicely. It's a 5K and a 1 mile fun run right on the Benton Place campus. We'll start there anyway, which is kind of by the colonnade and the amphitheater. So I'll promise you'll love, this is our logo, and we're going to have kind of last year we had kind of an aqua blue shirt. This year it's going to be kind of a rosy pink color.
It looks sharp.
It looks good. I've been told that runners do it for the t-shirt. So we have a great soft t-shirt, and we hope you'll be a part of it. You can sign up today at CatoosaChamberOfCommerce.com/run, RUN. So sign up and be a part of our second annual Catoosa County Run White and Blue, and we will love to see you there. Grady, thanks again.
Thank you for having me so much.
Absolutely. Yes. We appreciate you being a chamber member, and thanks for all you do with the Leads Group and eventually with Lyft. And y'all call and get on Grady's calendar. Let him come out and look at your
social media as well.
Social media. There you go. Chattanooga Floor Care. Have a great night. We'll see you again next week on Catoosa Connect.